Our law firm has specialized in aviation cases for a very long time. It's very interesting to me because when we have, for example, a plane case, I get to learn about how a Boeing, for example, 727 works, what propels it, how it turns, what the instruments are supposed to do, and why the plane went down. An example of a case is a case that happened a few years ago. It happened in Greece. There was a problem with the cabin pressurizing. They set up fighter pilots to see why this plane wasn't responding to radio calls. The fighter pilots said that the pilot and the co-pilot were slumped over in their seats. After about 2 hours, the second engine died. The plane then hit the ground with incredible force. There was a fire. No one survived. We got calls from around the world. People wanted us to help them. They wanted us to represent them. And after several months of working on the case, we found out what actually occurred. This particular plane had one buzzer that went off in the cabin. That buzzer meant many, many things. For example, it could tell you that the flaps were up, the flaps were down. It could signal that 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 things were wrong. The button was also supposed to tell them that the cabin wasn't pressurizing. There were other manufacturers that understood that this was a problem. And they understood that when a plane didn't pressurize, the consequences were horrible. We sued Boeing and we sued the airline. At the end of the day, we resolved the case for the families who had loved ones die on that day in Greece.